Yo, what is up, everybody? It's your boy Steven, back with another video. And let me tell you, today's episode is gonna be fire. We're talking about logos, but not just any logos. The ones you see every single day but never really think twice about. Welcome back to the Eskimos channel, your go-to space for tech, design, and fascinating stories from all around the world. Did you know that every logo tells a story? Today, we're diving into the surprising origins and hidden meanings behind some of the world's most famous logos. So buckle up, smash that like button, and get ready to have your minds blown because we're about to uncover the secrets behind these iconic symbols. Let's go! Alright, first up, we got Mozilla Firefox. Now, you might think this logo is just a cute fox wrapped around a fiery sphere, right? Wrong. There's way more to it than meets the eye. See, the Firefox logo is all about speed and global reach. The fox itself represents intelligence and cunning, while the fiery tail symbolizes the browser's blazing fast performance. And get this, that's not even a fox, it's a red panda. They're native to the Himalayas and southwestern China, which ties into the whole global aspect of the internet. The swirling design around the panda, that's not just there to look cool, it represents the interconnectedness of the World Wide Web. So next time you see that little Firefox logo, remember, it's not just a cute animal. It's a symbol of innovation, speed, and the power of the internet to connect us all. Boom! Next up, let's talk about Wendy's. You know, the fast food chain with the cute little redhead girl in pigtails? Well, guess what? That's not just some random cartoon character. That's Wendy, and she's based on a real person. Her name was Melinda Lou Wendy Thomas, and she was the daughter of Dave Thomas, the founder of Wendy's. See, Dave wanted to create a warm and welcoming atmosphere for his restaurants, something that felt like home. So what better way to do that than to name it after his own daughter? And that's not all. Look closely at Wendy's collar. See those little frills? Those aren't just there for decoration. They represent the letter W for Wendy's. Pretty clever, right? But the real magic of the Wendy's logo is the emotional connection it creates. It's a reminder that behind every big corporation, there's a story, a family, and a dream. And that's something we can all relate to. Now let's talk about Apple, the tech giant that needs no introduction. But did you know that their first logo was nothing like the iconic Apple we know today? I'm talking about the super detailed illustration of Sir Isaac Newton sitting under an apple tree. Yeah, it was a mouthful, both visually and literally. It was designed by Ronald Wayne, one of Apple's co-founders, and it was meant to represent the moment of inspiration that led to the discovery of gravity. But let's be real, it was way too complicated and didn't really scream user-friendly. That's where Rob Janoff came in. He's the design legend who created the iconic bitten apple logo we all know and love. The bite mark, by the way, was added to give the apple a sense of scale so people wouldn't mistake it for a cherry. And the rainbow colors? Those were a nod to the Apple II, the first personal computer to feature a color display. Alright, let's switch gears and talk about Toyota, the Japanese automotive giant. Now their logo might look like a bunch of ovals thrown together, but trust me, there's a whole lot of meaning packed into those curves. First of all, the logo is a stylized representation of the eye of a needle with a thread passing through it. This pays homage to Toyota's origins as a textile company. Yeah, you heard that right. Before they were making cars, they were making looms. But here's where it gets really interesting. Each of the ovals in the logo represents a different value that Toyota holds dear. The two overlapping ovals in the center represent the heart of the customer and the heart of the company, coming together in a relationship of trust and mutual benefit. The outer oval symbolizes the world embracing Toyota's products and services, and the space within the logo represents the endless possibilities and opportunities that lie ahead. Now let's talk about Snickers, the chocolate bar that satisfies. But did you know that the name Snickers actually has a pretty sweet origin story? It's named after a horse. No, seriously. Back in the 1920s, the Mars family, the folks behind Snickers, had a beloved horse named Snickers. And when it came time to name their new chocolate bar, they decided to pay tribute to their four-legged friend. The Snickers logo has gone through a few iterations over the years, but it's always retained that playful, handwritten font. It's like a friend scribbling a note to you, inviting you to share a delicious treat. And let's not forget about the iconic blue and orange color scheme. Blue represents trust and dependability, while orange evokes feelings of warmth, energy, and of course, hunger. So next time you reach for a Snickers bar, remember, you're not just indulging in a chocolatey treat, you're experiencing a piece of history. All right, let's talk about Amazon, the online behemoth that sells pretty much everything under the sun. But did you know that Amazon wasn't always Amazon? It started as Cadabra Inc. Yeah, Cadabra like the magic word. Jeff Bezos, Amazon's founder, wanted a name that started with A so it would appear at the top of alphabetical listings. But he eventually scrapped the name because people kept mishearing it as cadaver. Not exactly the image you want to project when you're selling books, right? So Bezos went back to the drawing board and eventually landed on Amazon. He chose it because the Amazon River was the largest river in the world at the time, and he envisioned his company becoming the largest bookstore in the world. And if you look closely at the Amazon logo, you'll notice a little arrow pointing from the A to the Z. This symbolizes that Amazon sells everything from A to Z, literally. Okay, this next one is a bit different. We're talking about Segway Polo. Yeah, you heard that right. It's exactly what it sounds like, polo played on Segways. Now, you might be thinking, Segway Polo, is that even a real thing? Oh, it's real and it's gaining popularity. It's like a fusion of polo, basketball, and bumper cars, all rolled into one exhilarating sport. The logo for Segway Polo is usually a simple graphic of, you guessed it, a polo player riding a Segway, often with a mallet raised high. Sometimes it incorporates elements of a traditional polo logo, like a horse and rider silhouette, but with a futuristic twist. The sport itself is fast-paced, strategic, and surprisingly skillful. Plus, it's just plain fun to watch. So if you're ever looking for a unique and exciting sporting event, check out a Segway Polo match. You won't be disappointed. All right, let's talk about the Tour de France, the most prestigious cycling race in the world. But did you know that their logo is hiding a secret message? Look closely at the yellow lettering. See that little guy on a bicycle? That's not just any cyclist, that's a representation of the winner of the Tour de France, wearing the iconic yellow jersey. And the circle that the cyclist is forming with their body, that represents the wheel of a bicycle. The yellow color of the logo, as you might have guessed, represents the yellow jersey worn by the race leader. And the overall design of the logo, with its dynamic lines and curves, evokes the speed, excitement, and sheer athleticism of the Tour de France. Now, let's talk about Levi's, the iconic denim brand that's been around for over 150 years. And their logo, that little red tab you see on the back pocket of their jeans. That's more than just a fashion statement, it's a symbol of American history. The Levi's logo has gone through a few changes over the years, but it's always retained that classic, rugged look. The original logo, created in 1886, was a two-horse brand design. It depicted two horses trying to pull apart a pair of Levi's jeans, symbolizing their incredible durability. Then came the iconic red tab, which was introduced in 1936 to differentiate Levi's jeans from the competition. The red color was chosen because it was eye-catching and bold, just like the people who wore Levi's. And let's not forget about the bat wing symbol, which was introduced in 1967. It's a stylized representation of the two back pockets of a pair of Levi's jeans, and it's become one of the most recognizable logos in the world. Last but not least, let's talk about Chupa Chups, the lollipop that's been a childhood favorite for generations. But did you know that their logo was designed by one of the most famous artists of all time? I'm talking about Salvador Dali, the surrealist master himself. Back in the 1960s, Enric Bernat, the founder of Chupa Chups, approached Dali to create a new logo for his lollipops. Dali, being the visionary that he was, came up with the brilliant idea of incorporating the Chupa Chups logo into a daisy shape. The bright colors and playful design were an instant hit with kids, and the rest, as they say, is history. The Chupa Chups logo is a testament to the power of great design. It's simple, memorable, and instantly recognizable. And it just goes to show that even the smallest details can make a big difference. And that's a wrap on today's episode of Logo Legends. Hopefully you learned a thing or two about the stories behind some of your favorite brands. Remember, there's always more than meets the eye, so keep those peepers peeled and those minds curious. That's it for today, folks. Tune into the next video for more fascinating facts and insightful stories. Until then, see ya. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next adventure into the world of design, tech, and everything in between. Peace out.